Today's video is about the day of rest. Go work. Get back out there and work. This is insane. You have days off, and if you work on Saturday, I'm talking to you. You need to go get your money. There's probably there's probably more money out there today than there normally is, because people are actually taking off. So don't let people control you. That's what this video is about. For the most part, I do get off on other things because I can't stay focused on one thing. But yeah, here you go. Hey guys, I was going to do this video outside, but it's like 100 degrees and heat index is like a 108 or something. So I just decided to do this inside with this prison looking background wall with nothing to look at but me. By the way, I did listen to your comments. Someone made a comment about everything that I was videoing was mirrored. Well, I got a new phone and I didn't realize that I needed to turn off a certain button to make that not happen anymore. So it's my Adidas shirt. You guys should be seeing that properly. It looks backwards to me, so I think that's how it's supposed to be. So on with the video. Today is supposed to be the day of rest for DoorDashers. Today is my day off, so I'm resting anyway. So if the day of rest fell on a Monday through Thursday, which is the days I normally work, I would be working. I don't believe this is going to help. I don't believe it's going to do anything. There's been strikes, protests in the past. Nothing's changed. Yes, the base pay sucks. Yes, if you're just doing DoorDash alone, you need to multi-app. DoorDash is becoming insignificant for me. I know some days it will show up and give me good offers, and I'm thankful. But as we could see from my Thursday video, I did over $200 and did not do one single DoorDash. And I'm glad. I'm glad I was able to turn that thing off and not have to hear that stupid bell. That's pretty annoying. Then again, you know, Grubhub's bell is pretty annoying as well. I don't mind Uber Eats, but Uber Eats' notification box is so huge, you can accidentally take an order. But in my area, I take most of my Uber Eats orders because they're not terribly bad. Now, when I was in Tallahassee, yes, they were pretty bad. They were $3, some below that. Lots of no tips on all platforms. All right. So if you're taking a day of rest and DoorDash is your only app, I think you're missing out. I think people are probably resting as they're supposed to be doing if they're on board with the protest. and if that's the case, you could be capitalizing on all orders. Who's got to know? I mean, you take a stand, right? I'm taking a stand. It's probably not the favorite stand of anyone. People probably don't like the fact that I'm not going to be working, but it fell on a Saturday. But they probably don't like the fact that I say that if it fell on one of my work days, I'd still be working, but I'd still be working. And I don't think it would matter. Even if it was my only app, I'd still be working. I'd make what I could from DoorDash, but being that I'm a multi-apper, I would still be working because I'm probably not going to get that many DoorDash that are worth anything anyway. Now, if you all stay home, maybe I would. Still wouldn't be taking no tip orders. But anyway, this is just my thoughts on today. If you're out there resting and it is your only app, you probably need to go out at least now because it's going to be the dinner rush soon, and it's Saturday. I still say that if you guys were going to do a day of rest, why did you do it on the 31st? This is probably one of the least busiest days because it's the end of the month and people don't have money. If you really wanted to make a stand and make a point, you would do it on the 1st. Well, take that back. Normally the 1st. First is a Sunday. You would do it on the 2nd or 3rd, which is the first days of the week and the most money people will have. Or you could do it next Friday if Fridays are busy for you. So my point is people have the least amount of money they have right now because it's the 31st. Most people get paid bi-weekly or monthly, and they won't get their money till next week. With DoorDash bringing the base pay down and whatever they're doing, the algorithms and all that jazz, they're getting very complicated. My area, 650 is the magic number, and it could still be 650, but depending on items, you got to break it down, man. You can't just take orders. Like if you're taking 250 orders, you're not making money, okay? I've done the accept all orders for one day. Trust me, you're not making any money. I made $110 that entire day. But but I was accepting all orders from all platforms. Most of it was DoorDash, but you're not going to make any money doing that. You need to, especially if you're new, you need to listen. And I'm not trying to be bossy. You need to take 650 orders. I would take 550 if it's a mile or so. You got to think. All of these orders are going to take you a minimum of 10 to 15 minutes. I would bank on 15 to 20 minutes. So you're probably going to get 3 orders an hour if you're doing DoorDash. If you're lucky, I mean, the areas are so oversaturated, you may not even get that. I'm hearing some people in my area, they don't get any orders. And you saw Thursday, I didn't get orders for 50 minutes from DoorDash. And I think I got 12 the entire day. Granted, I paused them and ended dashes because I was getting so many orders from Grubhub and Uber Eats. So, and 650 should be your magic number in most markets, depending on your base pay. If your base pay is $2, your magic number is $6, I'm sure. You need to look at the items, look at the item amount, and base it from there. If it's a large item amount, say 11 items, not Taco Bell, that could be sauces. Not McDonald's, could be sauces. If it's 11 items from a decent restaurant, it's probably a higher tip, a higher payout. If it's somewhere like O'Charlie's or Cracker Barrel or something like that with like 1 or 2 items, but the items contain like a ton of stuff that could be more, then that could be a higher tip. But $6.50, if your base pay is $2.50, $6.50. If your base pay is $2, $6. Those should be the ones you should be looking for. Now, DoorDash is supposedly paying more for longer trips now. It's not much more. Don't get excited. They said $4.75 is the new base pay for 7 miles and over. That is a lie. I'm going to go on Maury Povich on you. That is a lie. I've gotten $3.25, $3.50. Now, you and I have a notification that $4.75 is the new base pay, and they gave the example of $7. And technically, if you want to get on with support and argue about $1.50, go for it. I don't have time for that. Support is stupid. They're not there to really help you. They're called support, but they don't really help. They read from a script and they don't skew from it too much. You rarely find somebody that's going to help you out. But it's going to change. You're still going to have low base pay. They're not going to raise it to $5 because you took a day off. Okay, they've got tons of drivers, and I did a poll in my area on our Facebook page, and most of the people had no clue there was a strike going on. A lot of people don't even get on YouTube to figure out how to help themselves, to cherry pick. They just take orders. They have no clue there's communities out there to help them. That's proof by the group that I'm in. Now, am I gonna help my local group? No. I will tell them, like, when roads are closed and stuff like that. It's my area I work in. It would be crazy for me to sit there and share my YouTube page to my local area and give all my tips and my hiding spots and all that jazz. It would be insane. I'd be cutting my own throat. It'd be different if I was making like tons of money on YouTube. I'm not at 1,000 subscribers yet, so I don't have any income coming from YouTube. I do this because I love it and I love talking to you guys. No, I'm not gonna advertise that I have a YouTube channel to anybody in my area because I don't want them learning all my stuff. I think one guy knows my channel and we talk anyway. So he's like, I'm dropping a block on Grubhub. Be ready, it's gonna show up, and I'll grab it. So we help each other out, and I do the same for him. Shout out to Thomas if you're watching. I don't know if you subscribe to my channel, but anyway, if I ever screw up on the local Facebook group and give some hints, he's the first one to text me and be like, dude, you're giving too much information. So I'll stop. We both know that we need to keep it all to us in our local area. I'm all about helping you guys on YouTube in my local area. They need to find someone to watch. And if they find me, so be it. I'm still going to do what I do. I don't think I'm going to get affected too much because I'm on at least 4 apps in my area that I work in. So anyway, you have to multi-app. Like, I can't express that enough. Like, if you're taking a day of rest and DoorDash is your only app, you're cutting your own throat. You have bills to pay. Don't let someone dictate what day you need to take off, because it's not going to benefit you at all to be off today. If you usually make $80 to $100 for, maybe 4 or 5 hours of work. You're not getting that today. And that's a bill that you could have paid. That's food you could have ordered. That's some groceries you could have bought. That's something you could have got your kid. That's something you could have helped out a family member that's in need. You just need to think about the big picture. These companies don't care about us. We're independent contractors. You gotta care about yourself. We have to look after each other. And I know I just said that about my local community, but that's part of looking out for yourself. I don't need to share all this information to my locals because I don't need to have my paycheck cut. You know, you need to find a niche. You need to find people to watch. You need to find what can help you. You need to find it. So I'm helping you because I don't know a lot of you and you're not in my area. So anyway, I'm not trying to be rude to the people that's local, but you really need to, I mean, if this is what you want to do and you want to make as much as possible, you need to help you. That's all I can say. What's the old saying? You do you. But my favorite saying is you do you, but do better. That could be my little cliche to say, but I mean, I've always said that. You do you is not enough. You need to do better. Like do as much as you can and don't stop. Always be looking for something else. I've got other things in mind that I plan on doing soon. I'm watching a few people on YouTube that do other things. Like on the days that I say I'm going to take a 3-day weekend, I got things I've got in the works I'm thinking about doing. So this is not it. I make about $600-700 a week working 4 days, 8 hours each day, 32 hours. That's it. So I think I'm doing pretty good for 32 hours of work. So yeah, time to start, doing other things that I enjoy that'll make me money as well. Now I know my video's gotten further and further away from the day of rest because that's how much I feel about the day of rest. I think it's crap. So I'm talking about other things. Now, before I used to do photography on the side. I would work pest control and do photography on the weekends. I did weddings. I've always had something else going on. I made about $40,000 to $45,000 a year doing pest control, and I can't remember how much. It's been so long ago. I can't remember how much I made doing weddings, but I did well. So, and that was my first wife. She was a teacher, a master's degree. So we did very well. So now, I do a little bit of eBay. I used to do a lot of eBay photography and pest control. So see, you always need something. Like, it's one thing I plan on doing again is getting back into garage sales. I plan on going to them. I pretty much know what sells. I watch people on YouTube. I've always watched them, so I've never really been out of it. But I'm planning on getting back on eBay, doing Walmart, discounted items, checking the resale value, that sort of thing. That's what I plan on doing. I don't think you should just be solely into one thing. I think you should have multiple things going on. Right now, I've just got this going on. I've got the multi-apping going on, and I'm doing fine. My wife, my current wife, this is my last wife, let me put it that way. She is a postal worker, so we're doing fine. So, what I've taught my son. He's got a college degree, but he can't find a job in psychology where he lives. So I've taught him over the years, since he was a kid, that, you need to find a talent, something you can do. So he sells his drawings. He does very well. And he's an artist as well. He also works for a company where he translates Japanese to English, and he speaks Japanese. So he taught himself. He came to me at 14 and wanted to buy year or lifetime, I can't remember what it was, subscription to some website that taught you Japanese. So he's been doing that since he was 14. So something he had a mindset at 14 from what I've done in my life, I guess. Learning for me, and he has a niche. He teaches. No, he doesn't teach. Shoot, what I'm saying. He translates Japanese to English for a company, and he just moved into his new apartment with his roommate. Yeah, he's just amazing to me. So I mean, like, that's what you need to do. Like, you need to make things work, and be doing things that you're interested in doing. Don't do something like I got out of wedding photography because I freaking hated weddings, man. I hated weddings, and towards the end, people became so petty. over every little thing. Like they knew photography in their own mind, and they were trying to tell you what you did wrong or what you didn't do, and they had no freaking clue what they were talking about. It didn't make sense what they were saying. So they just become experts. And the problem is they're spending thousands of dollars on wedding photos, and they want to be included, and they don't need to be included. They don't. They need to be included to an extent. But when it comes down to processing, how I do my photos and all this other stuff, that's me. You hired me for that. So I got out of it because it just got tedious. I just got stressful. That with a job, a W-2 job, and it was just overwhelming. Back to the day of rest. Go work tonight. Go make your money. Okay? You're not gonna. You spend time with your family. If you're just door dashing and that's all you do, you spend time with your family. Come on. So do yourself a favor and go make your money. If you normally work on Saturday, go make your money. If you normally are off like me, don't listen to what I'm saying. Just wait till you go back out. But if you normally work tonight, go get your money. It's probably going to be better than it ever has been, because some people are really taking the day off. So it's ignorant not to work when you're dependent on that money and you're listening to other people tell you not to work. It's just dumb. They don't know your situation. They don't know your finances. You know your finances, and you know that not going out tonight is going to make you miss out on something. Next week, you're not going to be able to buy dinner, like when your wife doesn't want to cook. You're not going to be able to get something. It's going to hurt you with your gas money. Something's going to happen. So don't let these people control you. We're a community, and that's supposed to be a way to bring us together, is to have a day of rest. It's not a way to bring you together. It's not. This is not going to solve anything. And I hope you value my opinion rather than unsubscribe to my opinion, because I'm here for you guys, and I'm just trying to let you know you're hurting yourself by not working. It's just insane to take a day of rest as an independent contractor. That already lets you know they don't want to pay you as a W-2, so they don't care about you. You got to care about yourself, and you've already had a day off. Be honest with yourself. Go get your money. Like UDM says, go get that money.